Jaylen Brown, when I heard this, I thought it was a lie. I thought it was AI. I thought it was bullshit. Jaylen Brown to the Sixers for Paul George. 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks with the deal becoming official on July 6th. George arrived in Boston after a disappointing stint in Philly. 2 years still left on his 4-year, $212 million contract. And I guess I've always just thought you don't trade people. When Saquon got traded, I was like, wow. How did this all unfold? Why is Jaylen Brown out of Boston? How did he end up in the same conference? And what do you think about the trade, him for Paul George?
Well, first of all, when Giannis is on the market, you have to get the information to find out what it's going to take. So in the process of trying to find out what it's going to take, I think that long term, that Boston, when they signed those deals with Tatum and Brown, and they also changed ownership. Mm-hmm. And the ownership said that, they weren't going to be a top cap, that second level, like they weren't the second apron, all those things, like they weren't going to participate in all those things. So if you have to pick one of them, you're going to trade. And then now coming off I don't think Jayson Tatum would have fetched as much on the open market. He just got hurt in the playoffs. So the only way they could get in the Giannis thing was to offer Jaylen. So now once that information hits the street and it's the type of player that he is, that he's a little bit different, but so what?
Correct.
Like, it's refreshing that he's not like everyone else.
Amen.
And once that information gets out there, and then people were still upset with him because he said it was his most rewarding season for a number of reasons, even though they didn't win it all, and he's been a champion before. Like, I could understand what he was saying because it could have been about his own personal growth. Mm-hmm. He could have even had question marks about, can I be the number one guy on this team, even though I was the MVP in the finals? Can I do this for 82 games? And, man, he did that thing.
He did. Yep.
So he doesn't owe the world to explain his thoughts. So when he said that right after, people just like, oh, he's selfish. Oh, he's this. Yeah, all of us athletes, we're all selfish. Mm-hmm. A lot of stuff we don't think, we don't say. He just actually says
it. Yeah.
What he thought.
Yeah.
And I didn't think that was a crime.
Correct.
Because you can be rewarded in a number of different areas as a highly competitive person in losing. It's no different than losing a business deal. It can be rewarding. You can pick up some stuff that are going to help. Only you know that.
Correct.
And to a guy who has no blemishes on and off the court.
100%.
Zero. Like, zero blemishes. Our expectations of athletes are just not realistic. Like, we don't expect this from our friends. We don't expect it from people we see in the movies. We don't expect it from people, musicians.
Stranger on the street.
No.
We expect you 100%. I've said that to you a million times about all kinds of things. You're supposed to act this certain way, and I do think it's different. Watch from the outside, I love that. You know what? I like that the dude is different. I like that he says what the fuck he wants to say. Whether it's him going, hey, Stephen A., I believe this. Hey, you, I believe this. Like, be who you want to be, bro. Well, now, why trade him in your division?
Well, I think because this is how it happened. See, once Giannis got traded, all the intel of who was in the deal, it got released to the street. So then you had to have a real conversation with them. Mm-hmm. So if I'm Jaylen, I'm like, no problem, trade me. Mm-hmm. And then once people know, man, you're gonna get discounted the deal. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't think it was a bad deal for Boston because I think Boston economically is trying to move in that direction. Mm-hmm. Like, they're going to pay Tatum, but they want to do it with a little bit less. That's their business model. That's their ownership. So you have to understand that and understand the trade also.
Correct.
Like they are trying to do this thing different, and they were not comfortable paying both of those guys $250 million. They were not comfortable doing that.
Go.
And that's a business decision.
Yeah.
But don't make excuses. And when you start running out of options, because once it hit the street, Giannis is now in Miami. Oh, and now I got this dude, finals MVP, just dropped 28 this season, best season of his career. And from a leadership standpoint, man, we thought Boston was done. He kept them alive.
Both sides of the court.
Like,
Played, yeah.
I mean, he's one of the most dynamic two-way players that we do have. And so you're telling me when they got eliminated, I think they had a 3-1 lead and lost in the playoffs because he said this is one of the most rewarding. Watch what he does. Man, I can't wait to watch.
You can't be excited if you're Boston because watch what he does.
And guess what? Tatum got to see him, man.
Yeah. You can't, yeah.
Now Tatum has to see him.
Yep.
And I want to see how that hashes out over the next couple years.
It'll be interesting.